Hi, I'm Gay Carnes of the San Antonio Web Spinners. I'm going to talk about a new workspace in Photoshop with a library of filters that dramatically reduces difficult workflows to just a few clicks using machine learning powered by Adobe Sensei. Neural filters use machine learning technology, and a lot of this technology is done in the cloud. So here we go. I've got a picture open and I'm going to see what we can do with neural filters on it. Going to go up to Filter, Neural Filters. And up pops say Neural Filters blocks. Now you've got them work on, then go ahead and select one of those and tell them which ones you want. So going back to All Filters, we can go to Skin Smoothing, and he doesn't have too much of a problem with skin smoothing, but you can see it's going up to the cloud. If you missed that when it's going up to the cloud, let's go ahead and put a little smoothness in here. Looking at him, he doesn't, well, you know what? They automatically do it when you ask for smooth skin smoothing, and they did really a good job on it. But let's take it down just a little bit more. I don't think it needed to be that thin that much. Do you want a style transfer, for instance? Do you want to make it look like possibly a picture of some sort? You can select one of these. Oh, but first, when you look at style transfer and it doesn't have anything there, you click it right there. Now, if you can't click it and get something on it, it means you have to download it. But right now, I think I've downloaded all of ours. Okay, so you can see what this does, kind of makes a kind of a painting out of it. And you notice it's going up to the cloud to get it, and it takes a while. There you go. And if you want to show more, just go down here. Maybe we want one of like a Van Gogh look. And of course it's going up there. And that's kind of, I don't know about that. Anyway, if you want to reset it, you go up here and click here. If you want to see what it looked like before, click on Preview Changes right down here on the bottom left. And that's what it was. Go back to the original. Now if you go to Smart Portrait here, this does a lot of things. Now you can change his face. How about a surprise look? Let's go up here a little bit. And of course, see here, it's working in the cloud. And I haven't really timed these, but some of them take quite a while. And it's only going to be working on where the face is. Well, yeah, that does look a little bit surprised, maybe. I'm not sure I would choose that. Let's see what it looks like if you went all the way. It's a plus 50. Oh my goodness, I really don't like that. Let's just put him back. Take off surprise. Okay, how about anger? Let's make him angry. Add a little anger to him. I'm not sure that is my husband, and I'm not sure that is his angry look, okay? So let's just reset that. Facial age. Let's make him really, really, really old. Of course, he'll tell me that he's already old. Whoa. Let me see, that was 2011 or 2010. And that was like 10 years ago. Wow. 10 years ago, he doesn't look like that as he's aged. Let's put him down a little bit. See, some of these can really do good for you. For instance, if you wanted to, you've got a picture that you needed just a little bit change, then this is really good. Let's look at the hair thickness right here. Click on it. Bring that out a little bit. Make his hair a little thicker. That kind of looks a little bit thicker as it's going. Still working. Hey, now look at that. That does not look bad at all. Okay, we can actually take and direct his head to the right or to the left. And I'm going to move this to about halfway to the right. See? How about let's let him look to the left. Let's go all the way. Whoa, that really changed him, didn't it? Changed his look. I'm going to bring him back a little bit more. Of course, we're talking about machine learning here, and they know nothing about my husband. Now, you could also, say you have a picture and the light is coming in from the right and you want it to come in from the left. You can go ahead and change the light direction. And it'll lighten it up a little bit. This one on the left. Okay. Sometime if you, if they have a hat on or something like that, you might need to do the placement to put his head where it's supposed to be with the hat on. Feathering, I'm not so sure about that, but I'll just move it a little bit. Okay, now, say we like it. We can go ahead and go down here to the output, and we can select a new layer, or we can select a current layer, duplicate layer masked, or with a smart filter. Let's just make it to a new layer, and I'm going to say OK. So, hey, maybe you think I ought to show this to him? I'm not sure I should. But anyway, let's just save this file. Save a copy. And let's save it on the computer. Let's say Gene Carnes working. We'll save it. I just scanned this photo, and let's see what we can do in neural filters to fix this. If you look at it at 100%, for instance, you can see a lot of stuff wrong with it. Or make it 200. It has lots of little specks in it and stuff like that. So let's take it back down to 100. Okay, and go to filter, neural filters. Of course, it's a photo of two people, so it's going to find the faces. And if we could look a little on skin smoothing. Let's just see a little skin smoothing here. The female doesn't look like she needs a lot, but the male probably does. A little smoothness. Now it's going to go to the cloud, of course, and work. It's magic. And right now we have it, the guy highlighted. Didn't do a whole lot, but maybe we don't want a whole lot. A little blur. Okay, I was interested in the JPEG artifacts removal. So let's take this, blow it up a little bit. And you see the little artifacts around here. Let's see what it does to it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and click on Artifacts Removal. And its strength is high. You can also make it low, medium, or high. We've got high. I can see already that it made them a little lesser. They're not so pronounced as they were. Of course, this one's taken a long time to work. Okay, it's finished. Let's take the little hand tool, bring it over here and see what we've got. It didn't do a real good job. I noticed it lightened some. But I'll be able to take this into Photoshop and clean it up some. So I'm going to output it as just a new layer. Click OK. What I'll do is go over here and get the clone stamp tool and clean up a lot of this. But anyway, I think it was better than it was. Now I'm just going to save this so I can work on it later. I have a picture of a tree here that I took in our yard, and you notice that the grass looks a little bit, I changed into a black and white picture. Now let's see what Colorize will do for it. You go to Filter, Neural Filters, we'll go down to Colorize, click on it. And look how nice it looks. The grass is green. This is, of course, what it looked like before. And I can go ahead and save this just like a brand new picture and come to this beautiful lady here. Let's see what we can do with her. I'm going to go up to Filter, Neural Filters. Now, this picture was taken in about 1978, and it's not a real high-resolution picture. So, you know, I'm sure if you had high-resolution pictures, it would do a lot better in a lot of cases. But let's try colorizing her. Now, you notice that the hair is really, really red. And right here was where it was a shadow. But I can fix that. Let's just go ahead and I'll show you what I've learned. We'll just go ahead and say OK, and let's change, select it as a new layer. And we get here, of course this is what the changes that were made. And this is the way it was in the background. But if I go up to the opacity right here, and I bring it down a little bit, you'll notice it's taken some of the red away, making it a little bit more realistic. And that is a whole lot better. But they do a really good job. So I'm going to go ahead and just save it like it is, and then I can work on the rest of it later. Just go over here, save a copy. And save on your computer. And I'm just going to go ahead and save it any old place. And OK. And let's get out of that. Okay, I've got the same lady when she was about 10 years old, 11 years old, somewhere in there. And I'm going to colorize her. I've got a lot of black and white pictures from pictures that were taken a long time ago, and I just scanned them and hoping that I could work on them and fix them up. So let's go to Filter, Neural Filters. Let's colorize it. Now, I think that is a really, really good picture. Her face is kind of pointing a little funny here. Let's click on Smart Portrait, and of course this will bring up her face. One thing that some people really wish they would do is not just work on the face, but be able to do other places, you know, in the body. And they'll probably work on that and fix it. Okay, so let's go and change her head direction. Let's bring it to the left a little bit. It's working right here. You can see they're working in the cloud with the blue going around the circle. Okay, it didn't bring it up much, but it changed the hair a lot, didn't it? Let's come on and bring it a little bit more. Instead of moving the head like, well, see, now that's a little bit better. I really wanted it to bring it up a little. I may have to do that in Photoshop itself, not in the neural filters. That doesn't look half bad. It smoothed out her hair a little bit. I'm not sure I wanted to do that, but it still looks a whole lot better. I'll tell you what, let's take it back. Okay, we'll save it. We've got a picture of San Jose Mission in San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to see what we can do with this picture with Neural Blur. Go to Filter, Neural Filters. And they have what you call depth blur. Now, sometime when you have a picture, what you want to do is put the focal point on the main part of the picture. In this instance, I want to put it on the building itself and kind of blur that's around it. So this would be a focal point. So let's put depth blur on, and let's move this to about 90. I'm going to keep it at 50 for the focal range and the focal distance. Move the focal distance a little bit more. I tried haze on this picture and it didn't do very well. Anyway, it says this filter processes image data in the cloud, and you can see it's processing right now. Okay, I forgot to put the focal point right there. You can remove the focal point or put the focal point. And as you can see, it blurred something that I didn't want to blur. Of course, in this instance, you can do it either high, low, medium. And I just chose high to get the results I wanted. Okay, now you can see the picture of the San Jose Mission looks good. If I go to preview the changes, see what it looks like before. That's what it looked like before. And now, that's what it looks like after, where most of this is blurred, and this is blurred, and your focus is on the building itself. I've got a picture here that someone else scanned and made a TIFF file out of it. And as you can see it, I just bring it up like this, and you can see how bad it was. Okay, I went ahead and saved it as a PDF, or a PSD rather, and I ran it through the filter, did a little Gaussian blur on it just to get rid of some of the stuff anyway. Since it's such a bad picture anyway, I'm not sure there's much we can do. So I went ahead and see all these ladies up here, they're smiling. What about these down here, they're from a little maybe older generation than the ladies up here, but they don't seem very happy. So I'm going to go to the filter. I'm going to go to neural filters, and we'll see what we can do. Now, since this is a photo, we're going to try to do some things with it on Smart Photo. And this guy right here, when you click on him, puts the blue on him, and that's what we're going to make the change on. So let's make him a little happy here. Let's just load him up a little bit here. See what we can do. We're going to make him a little happy. Now, it takes a long time in the cloud, as you can see. I'm not going to make you wait. But see there, look. He's got a little smile on his face. It's not exactly, I'm going to do it a little bit more. Not bad, not bad. Let's get down a little bit more. I'm not sure that I like it like that. It's almost too much of a grin for him. And here, not enough. Let's bring him up. Okay, let's see. Let's look at before and after. Not bad, huh? Okay, let's go to her. She's got a real scowl on her face. We may have to put her up a whole bunch of happiness. The hardest part is waiting for it to work up in the cloud. Not bad. Better than it was. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Kind of looks like a fake smile right there. We did this once and it looked a whole lot better than what it's looking now. Let's bring it up a little more. Now, if you want to see the most it can do, just take it up all the way. And that's what I'm going to do. You can almost see a few little teeth showing in there, which is what it showed earlier. And I liked it better. Bring it down. No. At any rate, she looks a little bit better than she did before. Okay, let's try him. Let's give him some happiness. I did it a while ago just to test it, and it just showed him smirking a little bit, which was better than what it was. Oh, wow. Now look at that. That's not bad. See that? That's even showing some teeth. I'm going to go back on her and see what we can do. I just think we can do it a little bit better. And that's what you have to do. You have to just keep trying till you get what you want. Okay, let's see what it looked like before. Look at him. Not bad. Not bad. I'm still not satisfied with her, but I think we're going to take it like it is. All right, now let's try to colorize them. Maybe get a little life into this photo. Whoops, what does it say? Please update your image color mode from grayscale to RGB to apply the Colorize. Okay, so let's just take this to a new layer. Okay, let's take this photo and make it image mode. That's what it is. Mode RGB color. Changing modes can affect the appearance of the layers. Flatten image before mode change. Flatten. I might not wanted to do that, but I did. Okay, let's take it back into filter, neural filters. Okay, now that we have them smiling like we would like them to, and brought them back into neural filters, we're going to colorize them and see what that looks like. I have really had really good luck with them just coloring themselves. Of course, this is such an old picture, and this I think looks pretty good for not knowing anything about that picture. I'm going to accept it like it is, and I'm going to love it. Okay. And save it. And there we go. Okay, now, what are you waiting for? Open up your Photoshop and try the neural filters yourself. Or, if you don't have Photoshop, it's a good time to subscribe. Anyway, till next time, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the Web Spinners YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did.